Hey Virgo, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from October 17th through the 19th, 2025. This is for Virgo. Last shuffle is coming out for Virgo. Let's see what's going on. Virgo, we have the Sacred Temple. We've got Decrease. I want to just apologize in advance for my throat. I'm coming down with something and it is starting to really affect my throat and my nose and such. So I may um, sound a little off and I may clear my throat, and I hope this is not annoying. But I just am trying to hold back some coughs, and it's interesting here. But the Sacred Temple of Decrease tells me that you are meant to, mm, you're meant to be a little bit more flexible, right? I see someone overcoming challenges, but it's going to require you to be very flexible when doing so. That's it's almost the same thing Leo has been said. So Leo is told, yeah, you're going to overcome challenges. I see a lot of challenges, but it really is going to require you to be like ready to go, ready to do it now, instead of overthinking. Oh gosh, that's what's going to mess you up, is overthinking things out of fear. It's going to mess you up. You're going to need to let go of that, yeah, that overthinking mess. In order to do so, the best way to dispel any fears or anxiety or overthinking is to get more information or to know more about what's in front of you, rather than letting your head battle it out. You know what I mean? So I'm seeing the spirit of Hilarion with you. This is a spirit that helps guide one to the right information, right? So if there's anything you need to know more about in order to help you or guide you to the right answer, you want to tap into this spiritual energy and allow the information, like, start searching, and you'll find that you'll reach, you'll find the right page, or you'll find the right information, the right word, the right name for something, the right number, the right address, right? So yeah, this sacred temple talks about you are going to have to, you can't avoid your issues. You need to face them head on to overcome these obstacles. Believe in your power to make it happen. Believe that you can make it happen, whatever it is you're trying to make happen. If you're going through a lot of mess, right? Because the Ten of Wands means, for all intents and purposes, it's exhausting. You're almost done. You're almost like, not only are you almost done, but some of you may be almost at the point quitting time. Like, I'm done. I don't care anymore. I'm tired. But they're wanting to reassure you that no storm ever lasts forever. Haven't seen one yet. I've seen them last a couple of, even a hurricane, blizzard. It doesn't last forever, right? It always ends. You want to imagine all your unwanted thoughts dissolving into light. That tells me that some of you may have some intrusive thoughts, and they're all centered around fears and worries and things you'd rather not think about. Don't avoid your issues, but don't allow yourself to ruminate over how bad it is, because you'll end up sabotaging yourself through not facing them and letting them over, like, build an avalanche. You know what I mean? They want you also, when it comes to love, to stay as optimistic as you can about your position in your relationship. Positive thinking will always bring you and your person together. Should you be in a relationship, even if you're not, positive thinking attracts the right person for you. I know how that sounds, but that's what it shows, because positive thinking leads to positive actions, or actions that are leading to whatever it is that you're looking for. Everything starts with the thought. So you want to be careful with your thoughts. As I'm seeing someone who is, Nine of Swords is a despair, a state of despair, typically, but it's decreasing. King of Cups and Nine of Swords tells me what's decreasing is you worrying so much. Some of you may be worrying if someone really cares about you. That's something I'm seeing also. Does this person actually care about me? It makes you nervous, or it may make you nervous, because I'm seeing the color green, and that usually tells me that it's time for you to revitalize your nervous system. It also speaks to the heart chakra. And that usually tells me that some of you, when it comes to love, that is your biggest source of anxiety. That's your biggest source of fear. The best thing that you can do is believe in your power to make things happen, and know that storms never last forever. I don't care if there's problems in your relationship, problems at work, problems in your personal life. These things don't last forever. You will overcome these obstacles. You want to say today is a sacred gift from life. If it's a sacred gift from life, then you know that things were built for you to win. Spirit gave you all of the cheat codes to win throughout the day. If you need to know anything, if you want to know some information, you just want to start looking. It feels like if you take one step, Spirit State takes two. You start looking and it automatically pops up. Or you start talking and somebody just starts telling you the information you want to know that you don't even have to ask. Transformation here, temperance, and the wheel of fortune. Yeah, they're telling you to let go of overthinking it, man. Just stop thinking the worst, and start believing that you can make something happen. Start thinking positively immediately. This transformation tells me that things are unpredictable, but they're meant to happen the way that they're happening. That may also give you pause, mostly because it's hard for you to believe that you can make something happen when you don't know the plan. You need to know the details first. And they're like, well, doesn't matter. You just got to believe that you can overcome it. I know how that sounds. It's like, how can I overcome it if I don't know what it is and I'm overcoming? But it's going to present itself to you. Like I don't know how else to put this. It's like as your weekend trudges along, things balance out, especially with temperance and wheel of fortune. Things are going to change rapidly. One minute they're not in your favor, and the next it's all in your favor. I'm seeing angel number 6666, which is a number of great blessings. It's always about blessings in this. And it talks about self-love, loving thyself, love yourself, nurturing you, your needs, desires, your boundaries. And boundaries typically are deal breakers, that kind of thing. Nurture that. Like, I know that this is something that this is my boundary. I will stop here, or I want this, and that's it. Um, you've got to let go of the things that are weighing you down. Angels that keep saying that to me, like, let go, let go. And I'm like, what did they need to let go of? And they're like, anything that's weighing you down. Mostly, it feels like what you need to let go of are certain negative, intrusive thoughts. You got to make space for something more meaningful in your life. You got to expand. You got to believe that you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way. Yeah. Family, friends, and guides with the King of Swords and Eight of Pentacles. Jeez. Eight, 7. These are your loved ones, passed on loved ones. What they passed down to you is that they believe, so they achieve type of thing. These are people that faked it until they made it. Spirit is saying you don't have to fake it till you make it. That's something they passed down to you, which is why you may be filled with anxiety now. It looks like they did not have it all together. They just acted like they did and they spoke like they did, but they did not. And they're showing me here that things just happened to work out for them. Like, it just happened to work out for them. It wasn't because they believed in themselves as much as it seemed like they did. They just tried something and was like, oh crap, it worked out. Did they really overcome their obstacles? Not necessarily. But it looks like things just happened to work out. But they're telling you you've got to embody the same energy they have as far as believing in yourself. Because if you fake it till you make it, that's also belief that it can happen. But they're showing you're much smarter than they ever were, right? You have Usually that's how it works. The next generation is always a lot smarter than the past generation because we have them to help, to foster and help, and to teach and to support us. So you're always an upgrade from your ancestry. And so they show you being smarter, but they're also showing you like we were less capable and we got a lot done. You're more capable, so what's your excuse? I don't understand why that had to even come out. Thank you. Goodness gracious, why? That sounds harsh. Did you have harsh ancestors? Oh gosh. So either way, Year of the Tiger could be significant as well. Now this talks about how um, they this Year of the Tiger speaks of someone who is brave, passionate, and very blunt. Not rude, but blunt. You know how people go, "Oh, I keep it 100% real," and it's the rudest, most it's rude. It's not blunt though. Blunt is just like, "Yes, I did." Boom, and that's it, right? No extra words. Did you do this? There's no extra feelings. It's not like, yeah, but I didn't feel. I feel like I was right. It's like, yes, I did. They're like, be blunt. Believe in your power. Let go of anything that's weighing you down. And yeah, if you Year of the Tiger could be a year when something kicked off that may have put you in a position where you're starting to feel burnt out. Maybe you started overworking around that point. Um, so this could also be a point where or a year that someone was born. Maybe it was your ancestors' year of birth or yours. Years 2022, 2010, 1998, 86, 74, 62, 50, 38, and 26. You could be dealing with an Aries, a Sagittarius heavily, Gemini, Pisces, and Aquarius here. So, you could be dealing with a Pisces Aries cusp or an Aquarius Pisces cusp. Hmm, that seems to be it. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.